Okay, let's do some graphic design. Microsoft Word is not the best program for graphic design, but you can do a few quick things here that you might need as a student. So in this first document we've been working on, we did our best vacation essay here on page 1. So let's scroll down to page 2. Before we get started, I need to cover some vocabulary for you, some terms. The top one, pixel, single dot of color. It should be dot. That's exactly what it sounds like, a little bitty tiny dot of color. DPI and PPI are very similar. Dots per inch refers to the printer. So when you go to buy a printer, it'll have a rating as so many DPI. The higher, the better. Print, is going to print out a better picture. And PPI, pixel per inch, is the number of pixels that are squished into an image. So obviously the higher number, the better the image is going to look, whether it's on your TV or your monitor. So you're going to pay more for a higher PPI or a higher DPI if you're looking for a printer. And then resolution is really the term that means how clear is the picture, how many dots per inch or pixels per inch are we talking about. So the higher the resolution, the better your picture. That should be an equal sign. There you go. Greater equals greater resolution, sharper picture. Okay, so those are some terms you should know before you hit Best Buy. And then image file types. There used to be that there was a lot of different types. Most of the time now you just see a JPG, and those seem to work well across the internet as far as like sending pictures, and when you upload them they seem to work well. A PNG is also usually fine. If I have an option of saving something, I save it as a JPG. Which is a JPEG. Used to be you saw a lot of GIFs and bitmaps, but these two have really gone out of fashion. They tend to be fat and slow on the internet, so we don't have them very much. All right, you'll want to pause the video here and take some notes on this part because I'm going to clear it off and start building a cover letter. 3, 2, 1, goodbye. Okay, now your cover letter is going to be, if you ever go to a job interview and you bring a portfolio, you're going to want to have something on the front that says your name and says what you're about. So for our class, we're just going to use your name, the course, and the semester. And we're also going to put a picture on here. So to insert a picture, we're going to go up here to Insert, obviously, and Picture. And I threw a couple of pictures on my desktop, but I can't see from this view what they are. So I'm going to change this button here to show me a picture of which one I want. So dolphins, sharks, or horses? Let's go with the dolphin. Yeah, that's cute. All right, it came in and it's huge. You see how it filled page 3, page 2. And I'm going to hold Control and zoom down so you can actually see it better. See where I put it down here because there wasn't enough room up here. So if we take the corner and shrink it, you always grab by the corner to keep the resolution, or the ratio I'm sorry, not resolution. Keep the ratio the same. If you grab the side right here, what happens? Right, you make me fat, and I'm certainly not going to like that. Control Z to undo. The other thing we can do with a picture is we can crop it, which is one of my favorite tricks. You click crop here. See how the edges changed? And now you can bring it in and tighten it up. Like I don't need quite that much up there, and maybe a little bit less here. And then you decide how you want it to look, and then you click crop again one more time, and it's there. Let's go across. You've got lots of options here. This is a contextual tab, meaning it only shows when I have the picture selected. So when I'm off it, it goes away, and you have no choice to make those changes to the text. You can only do these things in the picture. So you can remove the background, and it'll give you an idea of like, oh, what do you think about that? Oh, that looks cool. So you could say keep changes, and then your picture is going to look like that. I'm going to do Control Z, undo it. You can do corrections, you can color it lots of different ways. You can do some artistic effects. That looks kind of neat. You can compress it. I don't know what that is. I never do that. Change the picture out. Reset it would just be put it back to the picture in size. I always use a border of some kind on the picture that I'm working on. Even just something as simple, that's one of my favorites. I use that one a lot. I like that one because it sort of makes it jump out. And then you have more choices here. Position is really nice. I know I'm going to want my picture in the middle of this page. So now it's there. And I don't have to try to eyeball it or maybe put it there. It's there. It's in the middle. And then the wrap text, I'm going to go with the square. I want the text to wrap around it. Okay, and you can play around with some of these other options. The quick way to rotate is just to grab this little guy, and you can do that. So I might tip it a little bit, and I think I'm actually going to enlarge it. And so you can see it starts to get a little bit grainy, and that is because, let's look here in your picture, format picture. Does it give me the percentage? No, it does not. Not readily. It used to just give you the percent really easily. Whenever you take a picture though and you blow it up past 100%, it's going to take it and make it grainy instead of nice and crisp. Size and position. This is what I was looking for. So scale, 178%. You don't want that. You want to keep it at 100. I hit tab to get to the next box there, and it automatically set that because I've got lock aspect ratio checked. Okay, so that's as big as I can go before I start to pixelate. Not a problem. That'll be fine. We'll stick that there. Okay, so lots of things you can do on pictures. You'll want to check out this ribbon here that's a contextual tab, which gives you lots of options. You also have border options here. Dashes, different things you can put around the picture. Right? Okay, let's go back here to the text. So this is about a portfolio cover is about you. So you want your name to be the biggest and the boldest. So this is where this little key comes in handy because you can just pop it up. Yep, you're going to want it that big. I know that seems obnoxious, but it's actually where you want it. And I'm going to also center it, and I think I will add a line on the bottom. I'm going to click here and move this part down. Now this is at 80 point, so I'll try this one at 40. And you can see it automatically popped down below the picture. I want both of them below the picture, so I'm going to add some hard returns right there. And you can see it's pushing it down. Oh, that's kind of funny how that does that by the picture. That's new. I'm getting close to the bottom of the page, so I could align these to the right. That might look nice. Now, to see my whole page, I'm going to go View, One Page. And now I can see how the whole page will look. And I'm going to take off the non-printing characters so my eyes are not distracted. And so that's a very simple portfolio cover. Now, I'm sort of funny. Like, you don't really know that, but I'm kind of funny. And so I would put like comic font. And the fact that I actually have a font is sort of scary, I guess. Probably pretty high in the geek factor right there. What happened to my picture? Okay, why is that down there? This little anchor has to do with that picture, and so I'm going to grab that anchor and then bring it up here and see if that fixes my problem. There it is. Cool. And I've got a page 3 here, but don't worry because we're going to use that later. I'm going to turn my non-printing characters on, and you can see that's why that third page was generated. And again, that's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put a page break in here because I want to know for sure that and I'm going to hit delete right here on my keyboard to bring the page break up onto that second page. This page 3 is going to be for a tables assignment, so we'll leave that there. So there is your portfolio cover. Very nice. Now you can also make more changes to your text. You could also make it word art, which would be different. Here's the name. And I like going here to text effects and transform. And you have lots of cool things you could do here. Where's the one I really like? This one. And then text effects, your words are in a box, which is different than just typing them into the document, you know? So I'm going to align the text to the middle. And let's see how that looks. So I don't like that as much. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to do Control Z to go back until I have it back how I had it. So I like that better. So using your Control Y or Control Z will enable you to go backwards or forwards. I could hit Control Y now and go forward, and it would take me back into the text box that I just made. Pretty cool, yeah? All right, so that is a very quick overview of how to work with pictures and create a quick portfolio page.